Hi, welcome back. Yes, this is the same day as the other video, hence the same t-shirt. I am going to attempt to put a hinge on the house. Such as so. See, it's not attached. The base is not attached to the cap yet. And I'm new at this. So, and I'm just figuring it out on my own. I am figuring it out, or trying to figure it out as I go along. But I believe I'm going to attach the cap right there. I have this little tiny hinge. I don't know if it will work because it is cardboard and this is metal. So I marked out my space. I'm going to put me some glasses on so I can see. Age is just creeping up on us. All right, so that is like so dim, and let me just get a light. Okay. Alright, we're going to see if that works. And let's get me a screwdriver. I believe I have one. Yep. Alright. So I believe what I need to do is put some glue on this bugger, and let's see what shakes down out of this. Let's see what shakes out of this monkey tree. We're just going to put some glue on this screw. Oh, this is going to dump out all over me. It's such a horrible idea. But I can't stop from doing it. It's just... Good grief. It's horrible being half blind. I used to have perfect vision, but then age comes along. There we go. Alright. That went rather well. Alright. Let's do... I think my line come down just a little bit. So let me get my nice little... Oh. Yeah, that'll have a better bite. Glue. I have, I'm using my glass off at a quarter, well, a half of my glass computer desk. I did mention in a video in the past that it was up underneath my bed because, you know, I wasn't using it, and then I needed the extra space to put the mushroom on so I could spread it out. Oh, that's nice. All right. Now, I am aware that this part of the cap is not done. I just wanted to put that on there. So now, when I finish this half of the cap, which I'm shooting for today, I'm going to paint the stained glass. Did you see what I just did? There we go. There. Yeah. I don't know how that even, oh, it was just stuck. I didn't even screw it to it. Yay, me! I didn't mess up like I thought I did. And you were there to witness it. All right, thanks for sharing that with me. Anyway, so I got the latch on. Finished this side of the cap. And then I can join the cap together. I still have a few things to do on this one. I have to paint this still. I have some trim down here that I have to paint. I have this still I have to paint and draw the design for the stained glass. And paint the stained glass. I wanted to have it together by Christmas, have it all done by Christmas, but I believe that the aesthetics of it will be done by Christmas. The outside of it will be finished. These, if you're asking me where the butterflies went to, the butterflies are magnets that I got on eBay, and they stick to tiny little washers that I put in the joint compound so that way the mushrooms, the butterflies can fly around on the mushroom. So yeah, that's kind of cool. I try not to, I mean, I enjoy everybody else's work. I'm in like, I think maybe 2 miniature house groups on Facebook. Their houses are more along the lines like this house or bigger. I have seen people who have built cardboard houses. They've built lighthouses, which was pretty cool. I have not yet seen a mushroom house built out of cardboard. Where the gnomes live, I believe, that's really awesome, but I'm trying not to watch too much of it right now because I'm in the creative stage still for this mushroom, and I want the concepts of it to be mine. So I'm not really watching too much stuff on YouTube about it. Believe me, I have YouTube going in the background constantly. Ergo, I have a fire in a couple rooms in my house because it's wintertime. I don't really get snow, so. And I don't have a fireplace, but I do. But yeah. So let me see, is there anything else that I can think of about the mushroom house? I think a lot of people are super, super creative, and they just don't take the time to use, you know, the time that they have to be creative in whatever venue. This is keeping my mind occupied from the situations in the world today. It's not really too time consuming, and it hasn't been difficult at all with it being on a curve. So I'm pretty lucky with that. It is It's made out of cardboard, so it's not going to look like a dollhouse. It's not going to look like anything typical because I envision that bunny rabbits, you may have seen in another video, that I see bunnies in this house. And so the bunnies that made the house would not have all the straight edge and stuff that you would have in a typical dollhouse. By gosh, it's created by bunnies. I mean, you know, I'm making it, but in my mind, it's bunnies. So, yeah. Let me see, what else is it? I have been making furniture. I do have other things, like, let's see, like this table I got from the Dollar Tree. I just stained it. The candle, you may have seen the video in the past where I made the candle. Mind you, you can't have this going on inside your cardboard house because it would catch on fire, but that is actually a candle, birthday candle, on cardboard. They have a lot of natural things in the house, like little tiny shells that my husband and I found at the beach. They're going to use these as the bowls and whatnot. Let's see. I am very, very grateful to Ara from Bentley House Minis for the inspiration that she gave me to build my mushroom house. I had no, I mean, I do creative things from time to time, you know, but I don't really, I just, you know, if I make something art-wise, I just do it and then I'm done. You know, it's like, oh, let me see if I can actually do that. But this has opened up a whole new venue for me because, you know, I have come to realize that, like with, say, Ara's house, I refer back to her because she was the inspiration. Her Addams Family house is phenomenal. And she says that it took, I believe she said 11 years for that house. And I'm sure she I mean, she still works on it from time to time, you know. A creative idea to make a new piece is going to come when it comes. It's not like I'm going to be able to say, okay, well, when I get done with this house, I'm going to be done with this house. It will set up, sorry, again, for my fringe. I'm looking for, there it is, the floor. It will set up. I have some tweaking I have to do. This was a spacer from when the house is closed. It had this space. I did make sure that the floors were level, but I didn't account for putting on having the cardboard be wet from the hanging of the wallpaper. I had scored the outside of it so it would curve easier, and then I used joint compound when I had it formed, and I didn't account for the shrinkage. So when it dried out of square, I guess, so where it wouldn't shut without a gap. So I put a spacer in, and now I can't put the floor underneath. I have to cut a groove in here so that way I can actually close, you know, I've got like a half an inch, inch and a quarter, inch and a quarter. I say a half of an inch or a quarter of an inch. A couple 16ths. Anywho. And, you know, it's going to take time. Gosh darn lacy lace thing. Like, I have some furniture that I've made, like this bookcase. It is not all completely painted. It's got some error right there. I don't know. I made the little books inside. I'm going to, this is just a metal piece of old jewelry that I glued on there, and then I will dry brush it and it will look like a piece of wood. More of a piece of wood. And then, let me fix that right now. It wouldn't go in there. Did you see that? There we go. There we go. I took that ring off. Now, it will stand in there just perfect. Boom. Bookshelf. I have a box. When I started doing this cardboard house, I needed supplies. So I have a bag where I have accumulated cardboards and plastics and bits of pieces of this, that, and the other thing. I have, in creating the mushroom house, I have another box that has the layouts and the diagrams for everything. This right here are actual leaves that I picked up outside because I figured that the rabbits are going to bring leaves in their little mushroom house. A lot of the diagrams and patterns for the house. It has the different wallpapers in here, the different pieces I've used for the floors, different color schemes. I have little samples of all that in here. As do I in here, where I'm started making a lot of the furniture. This is going to be upholstered. I need to make another little side table so it can go in the bedroom. Just little things like that. I have the fireplace that I am working on. It actually collapses a bit into itself for storage, and then when the mushroom house is open, you lift it up, and then that way it will go past the cap like a chimney. I will have the top part of this will be brick, or it will be the faux stone look stuff like this, and then this in the center right here will stay probably black so it can collapse. I don't know. I hadn't decided. I may do it all. Like that. I have a section piece and some trimming I have still. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I have left to do. But I mean, it's coming along. I'm really excited. I made the little bed, and the front was kind of weird, so I used a cardstock board to cut out, so it made a little bit more of a detail. And this right here is another piece of jewelry to give the headboard that little bit of antique-y, artistically look. This right here is a sample of the rugs. That's the leaf that I cut out and then just veined. So, yeah. Let me see, is there anything else? I don't know. If there's anything that you want to ask, I guess you can just leave it in the comments and I will get to it as soon as I see it. I do have a Facebook, and you can find me on Instagram. I don't have any of those things linked anywhere other than maybe in my banner on my page. I don't know. I can put all of those things in whenever I edit. This point in time, I'm not really got to editing yet. Again, I mean, I have earlier videos that I uploaded a long time ago that have nice little banners and all that stuff, and the opening and closing titles. And I feel like editing though is going to take so much time out of my creative process, but I guess it's part of it. I guess it's part of it. And I really want you guys to be involved, and I want to be able to give you as much information as I can on it. Once I start editing and putting links and things in there, I tell you, I'm not really one for some of these social buying places that people can go to get stuff. So, I mean, I will tell you where I get it from. And it's, you can search it any old place that you want to search it, and you can buy it from anywhere. So I don't really see why having to supply a link. That's how I find things. If I see a magnet butterfly, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Where can I get a magnet butterfly? eBay. Let's see. Is there anything else? How are you doing? How are things going with you in your world? I'm curious. I want to know. Are you ready for Christmas, Yule, winter solstice, Hanukkah? Yeah, I think we're in the process of Hanukkah right now, I believe. Yeah. So, it's rainy, icy here. Heck. Let's get dizzy. Look at it. Oh. Yeah. Grace. Rainy and gross. Well. Oops, sorry. I don't wanna glare you down. Yeah, I am going to fix my floor to where my mushroom house can open and it can be inserted. Like I said, I just need to take a little out of it. Let me move that screw. I need to make a little more space in my space. That is for sure. I try and clean up in here. The desktops are basically the tops of things is what I try and keep clean. I never know what I'm going to need when I need it, so I kind of have everything within arm's reach, which is exceptional because I'm in an arm's reach room, which I find lovely and charming and enchanting. I do need to move this dollhouse, though, out into a different space, and then all of this is on the cart with it, so it will move out and it'll make the space just seem like it's so much bigger. That way I can kind of move around a little bit. I did realize that, yes, I had touched base on this before already, that the mushroom takes a lot of space. When I first built the mushroom, when the concept of the mushroom house came in mind, I knew I wanted to have a whole mushroom. I knew I wanted to have it with like a stained glass top. I knew that I wanted it to open and close. And then as I opened it, you got to open, there's the hinge. Well, all of this space right here is just empty, wasted play space. So that's when I was like, I need to expand that floor. I need to put a bigger play space in that. And then that void created the whole slide out floor idea. Oh, let me spin that around. Slide out floor idea with popsicle sticks. But that in itself creates a whole different atmosphere because this side of the mushroom is just a little bit lower than this side of the mushroom. And I did that on purpose because the master bedroom, I wanted it to have that little bit bigger feel, and there's only so much space you have in a mushroom. And that was before I thought about was before I thought about, and I realized that I need to put a little wooden spacer in here and a little bit bigger eye screw, so the floor will set more level. And I also have a floor for up here, but this isn't it. This is not the floor for up here because this is way smaller. This was just a piece. But yeah. So, I mean, it's going to have 3 levels now. And then that expands this room, and then that expands this room. I have the floor I still have to level. I can't decide if I want to put up some sort of like little wall or something, you know, to also help support the floor. I don't know. I don't know. It's a process. I did cut out a makeshift mantelpiece for the fireplace. I do have a power source for my fireplace, which there might be I think there's a video I shared. It is something I found at the Dollar Tree. And so this will go inside the fireplace, and then it has these little crystals that set up around it, and it just makes it more sparkly. You know, because it is a rabbit's house. A rabbit is not going to have a fire, especially in a cardboard house. It will burn the house down. Their house is going to be powered by rainbow crystals. So, yeah. I would like to say thank you once again for watching my insane video. I have dyslexia, so I might say things backwards a little bit sometimes. My memory kind of sucks, if you haven't found that out. I do tend to repeat things, but it's because in the thought process that I'm having, I say what I'm saying, and then later I'm thinking about what I said, and I'm like, oh, I could have used this here or that there and made it sound a lot more educated. And because I am an educated person. You couldn't really tell it right now, but that's okay. It's okay. I am just a person. Anywho, thanks for watching my channel. Good peace to you and yours. Be safe. Wear a mask. And have a good holiday. See you again when I see you. Bye.